Hi everyone, this is Chat Noir, also known as Poison Antidote, and I'm here I needed to make another batch of liquid polymer clay for all those You're My Hero pendants. And I haven't made a video in a while, and I want to make some more artsy videos. So I decided to show you guys how I make bulk amounts of polymer clay icing, or fake polymer clay icing. You can't really eat this. So these are some of the materials I use. This is a mason jar, just to keep the clay in. Finished clay goes in here. This is back when on Etsy there was this really popular cupcake shop called Fat Daddy's Cupcakes, and I used to buy cupcakes from them all the time, and then they shut down. So they use these really cute half-size mason jars, and that's what I use to keep my clay in now. I have liquid Fimo is my favorite form of liquid polymer clay. It's the most translucent, it's the most liquidy of them. I've tried Cato, I've tried Sculpey. I like the Fimo. So since this one's almost gone, to save you guys from listening to me try to get the rest out, I'm going to use this new bottle here. I have Sculpey clay softener, which I think is just a mineral oil. Again, I have an old bottle here, but this is what I'll be using in the video, but you can't see the label and I can't really tell you what it is. And it is this. It's the Sculpey clay softener. This is my secret ingredient. It is the Sculpey mold maker. It is by far the worst mold maker I have ever used in my years of making things with polymer clay. But it's an amazing plasticizer. If you have stiff clay that's hard to work with, a tiny little pea-sized drop of this in your clay will make your clay workable again. This is my easy way to make icing, is using this stuff. I have one of these cheap little plastic knives, came with like a Sculpey kit years and years ago. I hate using it as a knife, it sucks, but it works really good mixing up the clay. I have some brown chocolate colored polymer clay, this is Sculpey. And then I also have this really high-tech lid from a can of peanuts. This is what I use as my mixing tray. Very, very high-tech here. So to start, we take our polymer clay. Now I make a lot at one go because I use a lot. So I'm going to take one whole little brick of this. So I'm going to start out just conditioning it, just like you would with normal polymer clay. And due to all my lights here, it's very soft and very easy to work with already, which is a good sign. So I'm just going to work with it until it gets to be a smooth consistency. I'll probably cut out some of this mixing so you don't have to watch me mix it the whole time. Okay, so it's pretty smooth, pretty mixed. Then I'm going to take my Sculpey mold maker, which again I bought this package so I could show you what it looks like. I'm going to grab my one that's almost gone, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I have remaining of my previous box of Sculpey mold maker. I've had the Sculpey mold maker for like 5 years, and it really sucked as a mold maker. The molds made with it are very brittle. It's very hard to get your item out without deforming it. And I was trying to find out a new way to use this stuff, which is really, really super sticky soft. Like, it's almost like working with like taffy or chewing gum. It's really soft and really smooth. And I found the best thing to do with it is to add it to your normal clay. Slowly. You don't want to add too much because otherwise it turns into just a big mess. And mix it in. And it's making my clay softer and even squishier than it was previously underneath these hot lights. And since I'm using a lot of clay to make a lot, I'm going to use more of my Sculpey mold maker. Add a big blob in there. And you can see it's starting to stick to my fingers. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to stick to me. That's how sticky this stuff is. I'm not sure what Sculpey was thinking when they made this as a mold maker. They should just market it as clay softener and extra plasticizer, because that's what it is. And you can see my clay starting to get ridiculously soft. Look at it. It's starting to pull apart like frosting. So once I blend this in, it's starting to get messy. So when it starts getting messy like this, that's when we start going to our mixing tray, or in my case, my peanut lid. I'm going to add a few drops of the clay softener. I usually just eyeball this a couple drops. Since I'm making a lot, you probably wouldn't use this much. I don't think that many clay artists use this much clay. And then I'm going to add some liquid Fimo. The new cap is really tiny. I'm used to using my old one over here that's almost gone. It had a nice big pip. That's what she said. And then I'm going to take my little plastic knife. I'm going to start working it together. I'm just holding the tray down so you guys can see. So it's already getting really liquidy. So once I get this all mixed together, it's going to be the consistency I want for my icing. Here and there you might have to add an extra drop of the softener just to get it smoother and a little more liquidy. I prefer it to be a little stiffer like this so I can spread it around like a real frosting. So you don't have to mix like crazy or break up little clumps of solid clay. By using this mold maker to make your clay soft to begin with, it makes the mixing process a whole lot easier. Still a bit messy, but it's a whole lot easier. So here you have, this is more the consistency I like. I like it better stiffer this way. So I would stop here. But if you want to make your icing a little thinner, you can either add a little bit more of the liquid Fimo, or you can add some of the Sculpey softener, or I hear vegetable oil works well to make this stuff even softer, but I don't really need that. So that's basically it. Hope you liked my little how to make large batches of liquid polymer clay the easy way video. Hope to be making more videos in the future, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and in case you were wondering how I clean up and how I get myself all clean and how I clean my little peanut lid, I get these at Aldi. They're just normal disinfecting wipes. Let me zoom back out. I get these disinfecting wipes. Just grab one. One is all I'm going to need. Take my sheet, clean my fingers, and since it's kind of like rubbing alcohol, it breaks the clay down and cleans you up. And then I take my dirty little lid, and it comes right off. And then I'm ready to make another color. And that's all. Throw out the wipe and we're done.